This is a fun filter. I'm trying to find something like serious that still looks like me, but it's not really working. There we go. This is very serious. We're ready to have a very serious conversation with me here. I hope so. Because this is it. We're ready? We're ready? Okay, here we go. I like this. This is not perfectly natural, but a lot more actually like my face. Okay. Hope it's bright enough. Okay, so I want to have a talk with you guys, okay? And talk about not living in fear. Not living in fear and letting your faith take over. Okay, I'm gonna try in here and hopefully I won't wake up the baby, but I'm having trouble just even getting this out, honestly. So I'm gonna try. Just trying to find a position to be comfortable in. Can you tell I'm nervous? Like, you should be able to tell that I'm nervous to even say this stuff. Okay, so living, jeez, will I stop fidgeting? Okay, going back to the other position. Maybe I'm just gonna lay down while I say this. Let's do that. Let's see if this works. Okay, I have no idea if this is gonna work. Okay, I have to be a little quiet because the baby is asleep and we have to mind sleep in our house. Hopefully I can still get the words out right. Okay, so here's the thing about living in faith and really not living in fear. It's more of that. We're not talking about like God, religion, faith stuff, just not living in fear. I'm standing up now. I can't stop fidgeting. That's how serious this is. Okay. Many of you know, all of you know that I've been an artist for a really long time. Like, I used to act professionally. I would still, there just aren't that many opportunities anymore, and I'm not really like pursuing that full time anymore. And I don't live in a place where that's like conducive to my family life and stuff. Anyway, that's a tangent. We're all pursuing our artistic stuff creatively full time. Like, that's what we do. Like, I do graphic design for a living. I coach artists for a living. My boyfriend is in 2 bands and writes music. Like, we're all doing this all the time. I write books. I'm making music. Like, we do this full time. Even that's a tangent. But the point is about not living in fear, right? Okay. So I've known for years what I'm supposed to be doing, and I've been skirting around it, like this way and that way, like testing all the edges of not doing it. Why? I bet you're doing that too. I know that I'm supposed to be using my voice to make a difference. And to be honest, like, I've been showing what I'm doing for years. I've been practicing, but I haven't been preaching. And how weird is that they go together? Okay, everyone says practice what you preach. Well, I haven't been preaching it. I've just been practicing it, thinking, well, people will follow me if I show them what I'm doing and I live a good life and I am setting the example. But shoot, I haven't been talking about the example and no one knows what to make of that. And only recently have I realized that I'm not using my voice the way I'm supposed to be because I'm scared to show up on video, scared to use my voice. How absolutely ridiculous is that, to be an actor and be afraid to speak? And like, this has always been a thing for me, okay? I love expressing other people's words. I love expressing other people's characters. It's always been that way. Like, it doesn't make me nervous to show up as a character or to use someone else's voice, and to use someone else's words. Speaking of voice, my voice is like really deep today. But I have always been afraid to show up as me, just me. Like, no pretense, no act, like just to show up like as me, as myself. Like, I don't know if I think it'll be too boring or if I'm just like afraid to let people really see me. Because like in person, I'm not like that. I'm very, very amiable. But on camera, it's very not normal for me to just like, hey, this is me. So this is my message for artists, because you have a purpose and you have things that you're supposed to be doing that no one else is supposed to be doing, right? This is your call and your call alone. No one is going to do it for you. No one's going to make it happen for you. Your dreams are your dreams alone. No one's going to make it happen for you. If you don't make it happen, it's not going to happen, right? So I've been on this like journey and transformation and just like inner healing and dealing with my stuff. And the more I do it, the more I realize like this is something huge that I need to be sharing with people. But that's part of it, is a part of sharing. Like, this is not just my journey alone. This is the journey that like thousands and thousands, maybe millions, are also struggling with, also going through. And it's huge. I really wish I didn't have to hold this phone. Like, it's just really bothering me. I'm still like fidgeting nonstop. We have snow outside and it's melting, and it from the back it like looks like it's raining, but it's just the snow melting off of the roof. I'll show you the front yard. See, there's a little bit of snow left. Okay, so faith over fear, right? Okay. Let me see if I can actually get this out. So for me, showing up on camera is a huge roadblock. I don't know why, it just is. It's just something that I'm not comfortable with. If it was perfect, if I didn't have to edit it, if I didn't have to deal with it, if it was like already picture perfect, it probably wouldn't be an issue, because I can talk to people, but I don't want to like look at my face, and I don't want to have to edit my face or like look at the lines on my forehead and stuff. Like, you get wrapped up in the little things, and it holds you back. It holds you back from creative productivity. But life is all about acting in the now, acting in spite of fear, living in fear. Not living in fear, like constantly being afraid, but like living even in spite of the fear, like not letting it stop you. Like, fear paralysis, oh my gosh, is so real. Like, you start overthinking things, you start like getting caught up in every little detail. Anything can stop you. I don't know if you're like me. If you're like me, like if I get one thing in my head and like let it get a hold of me, I will not be able to get anything done, because I hold my breath. I can't think of things anymore, and I can't be creative because I'm not in flow anymore. I'm in the editing phase now, and like, you can't live in the editing phase. You have to live in the abandon of that, of the super flow, of the flow, the creative, the making things happen, the like actually getting out there and doing things and getting into like all the things you're supposed to get into. Okay, now I'm feeling so much better. This is good. But like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to be living in. I'm so sorry this entire thing is in a whisper. I hope I don't sound like some crazy, creepy person. But if I do, woot anyway. Because that's what you're supposed to be in. Anyway, you're supposed to be in creative flow and super flow and excitement and like loving life and like living your purpose every single day, every single minute. And how much like you have to be able to not let things get in your way. You have to be able to block all of it out and not let it inhibit you. Like, not let the thoughts, not let overwhelm, not let overthinking, not let anything, baby crying, someone saying a negative word, someone criticizing you. You gotta just like, I'm sorry, that doesn't affect me. Like, seriously, like, and it's not even about blocking it out or ignoring it. It's just like being higher than it almost. Like, you're like, hey, you can be on this level if you want to, but like, I'm gonna be way up here. Like, this is where I'm operating, and like, nothing's gonna get me down. Like, I am living my purpose, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and then you just don't let anything stop you from that. This feels so good. I'm seriously feeling so much better. I'm so proud of myself for making this video, and I really hope that this is helping you too. But like, seriously, like anything that blocks you is inhibiting your whole life. And you have to think of it like that, because things absolutely bleed into each other. It's not just about writing a song or being with baby or taking a walk. It's like anything that puts you into fear paralysis then makes you tight, makes you uptight, makes you frustrated, and that bleeds into everything. That bleeds into your relationship. It bleeds into your creative time. It bleeds into your errands for the day. It bleeds into anything that you have to get done, you're supposed to be doing, whether like you want to be doing it or not. Like, you know, you can get a ton done even if you don't feel like it. You can get a ton done even if you're like not, I don't know, like stuff that we have to get done that we don't feel like getting done. You can still enjoy that even if you're like, man, I gotta go pay the bills today. But it is absolutely, I have to cough. Sorry. It absolutely matters to like not let fear paralysis get the best of you. It plays into everything. If I let one word of criticism get me down or get me negative, like I think of myself as a very optimistic, very positive person, but I can be a huge fucking black hole of negativity. Like, anyone who's really close to me knows that. Like, and that's something that I fight, because if I'm not okay, it stifles me so bad, because I want to be okay. I want to be living amazing and feeling great all of the time, not just 80% of the time, not just 20% of the time, all of the time, every single moment. I want to be the best mom. I want to be the best creator. I want to be the best inspirer of people and other artists all the time. I really hope this is recording stuff. We're just taking a moment to breathe. I'm scratching my head. It's so pretty outside. I wish it was like 70 degrees, but I'm just loving this snow. Oh, it's so good. If you don't take time in the morning to be with yourself and live in your thoughts and get into your zone of creative genius, you're gonna be messed up every single day. Can I just say that? Like, it is such a huge part of our new routine and our new, like, just mindset and like being, what's that word? Mindful, I guess. That's the word I'm looking for, but I've always used the word intentional, but mindful too. Like being mindful and being intentional. Like, you can be mindful and intentional about everything you want to. And like, if you don't get time to be with your thoughts, you're gonna be a mess. That's because you need time too. Does anybody need to hear that? Like, you need time too. Time for your thoughts, time to be by yourself, time to like, okay, especially if you're an artist, you have to have time by yourself with your own thoughts, with your own ideas, making your ideas happen. If that does not happen, you are not going to be okay, and you're not going to be creative and get stuff done. My boyfriend and I are on different schedules, but it's actually okay, and it works out now. Like, now that we've figured out how to like make our schedules work, it works really well. I get time by myself in the mornings. Right now the baby is asleep, but I get to wake up with a baby in the morning, and we get to stretch and dance, and I get creative time, and then he goes down for a nap, but I get to do my writing or do my working, get on the computer. Like, I get to get some of the things done that I need to get done. And then we have our day together, you know? And I'm skipping things. I'm just getting to little points that are important to my brain right now. But like, and then he gets his time at night after I go to bed, after the baby goes to bed, after Ansel goes to bed, like we're all asleep, and then he gets his creative time. That's when he's the best. He's a night person. And every person is different, and every artist needs that time to create. Like if you, especially if you're, just say if you're a writer, like you've got to have time by yourself. You can't be writing while everyone's telling you all their thoughts all the time. And oh my gosh, okay, social media, being on your phone, texting people, like you've got to put it away. If you want to be productive at all, if you want to get anything done, you've got to put it away. Because if you're creating content, you can't be soaking up everyone's stuff all the time. Like you've got to have time for you. And that means silence or music or whatever puts you in your creative mode and your creative mindset. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But yeah, the main thing was trying to get on camera and putting some of these words to word, not just writing it and actually putting it on camera. So yeah, this is me doing it, but it's not just about practicing. It's about preaching too. If you're a practice person, you're like, oh, well, I want people to follow my life. I want people to follow what I'm doing. And like, I'm just going to live the best example. Well, you might need to talk about it too, just to be honest, because if you're not talking about it, people aren't going to know that you're doing it. And that's just the honest truth. It's like for literal, probably like 3 years now, I've been doing all this stuff I've been doing. And I'm so proud. Like I have done amazing things, but sometimes people still don't know about it. And it's because I'm not talking about it. And that's because I'm not comfortable taking ownership of it in words. So I'm trying to do that more and more and more. Not just writing it, not just posting about it, not just, a picture and some writing. Because I'm very comfortable with that. I'll take a picture and I'll write. But like, I don't know. I was just checking my stats, but it's on my computer. It's not on my phone. But it's something like 93% of buyers come from video. What the heck? If you're not doing video, what are you even doing? Like, if you want to sell anything, even if you just want to like sell yourself as an artist, like you're like, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. Like, if you're not putting out video content, you're missing out. I love you. I love each and every one of you. And I hope you know that, like, I mean that so sincerely. I may get nervous on video. I'm going to get absolutely better about that. But I love each and every one of you. I am so proud of you. If you are living your dreams, like, that is everything. Like, whether you believe in God or not, like, He created you with such purpose, like, such big dreams. And your big dreams are for a reason. They're because you're supposed to be living them. And I hate that it just keeps cutting out my video. I want it to just stay forever. Ooh, let's put this on video. Lovely. Picking out my ear. Woo woo. Okay, stuff like that makes me so nervous, but whatever. Yeah. Look, I'm literally showing you this right now. Like, that completely takes me out of it. Like, one little thing completely takes me out of it. I'm like, I lost my train of thought completely. I was on such a roll. You living your purpose is everything. Like, there is no you. There is no one else supposed to be living your job or living your life, doing the things you're doing. You are the only person who can do that. And you're the only one with your voice and your take on life and the life lessons that you learn. Other people may not be getting the same thing. So, like, it's your job to speak that into existence and share what you're learning, because it's important. Everything is important. Everything that you're learning is important. Like, what you're going through, what you're learning, like, you need to be sharing that. I don't care who you are. You need to be sharing that and teaching people what you're learning. Yeah. Thanks for being with me here, even though, like, I'm nervous, but I'm sorry, because this isn't about me. Oh, okay, let me tell you that. Okay, this is a quote that has absolutely helped me so much. It's actually a quote I came up with based on some other things. But the quote is, when the focus is on serving, the fear and the self-consciousness become a lot smaller. And that is so big. And that is one of the things that's been helping me do the things I need to do in spite of the fear, and getting past it and being like, who cares that I'm nervous? Who cares that I'm like worried about how I look on camera? Like, the message is bigger than me and bigger than my fear. And it is so important. And so that's something that may help you too. If the focus is on serving and about giving insanely big value, yeah, everything else becomes easier, honestly, because then you're like, who cares? Like, that fear is so small. Like, the service and like the value is so big. So yeah, just totally helps. If the focus is on serving, the self-consciousness, the fear and the self-consciousness keeps cutting me off. If the focus is on serving, the fear and the self-consciousness becomes a lot smaller. So anyway, I hope all of this rambling has helped you. Hopefully it hasn't been too rambly. Yeah, more soon. Excited for you guys and your creative journeys, and I hope this is helping.